What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kamani. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, go to exclusiveglamgoddess.bigcartel.com and shop with your girl. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Glad to have you. Love to have you guys. Thank you for all your love and support. I appreciate you guys. So let's get into it. First and foremost, let's just thank God at this time, for giving breath in our body, for, allowing us to be able to even speak, talk, walk, just do the normal things that many people struggle with on a daily basis. That's a blessing within itself. And, thank God for blessing me to be able to be, a vessel for you guys to be able to give out these messages to you guys. I appreciate you guys. So thank you to the Most High, to God himself, because I wouldn't be who I am without him, right? So, and my angels and my ancestors, the highest white lights. So let's get into it, you guys. Let's talk about friends. Friends, right? Recognize and use your discernment when it comes to fake friends, false friends. People that are not really your friend. Me, I'm a person who I don't look at the big shit. I see the shit that people don't see. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to detail. It is the small things that people tend to overlook that tend to have people in fucked up positions and situations. When you have those friends that they're not supportive, you have those friends who always slick talking, act like they're joking, like they're always just joking, but they're making little slick comments and remarks. Pay attention to that. Friends who cannot give you a comment without a but. Oh, that's cute, but yo had its butt. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to those type of friends. People who, sometimes you got people who, they envy you the entire time, and they wait until you guys get into one disagreement or, just disagree about something. It doesn't even have to be something so massive or something so big. And they take that shit all the way left. They take it all the way left, and now they trying to tell everybody your business, whatever y'all talked about. They're trying to just straight sell you out. They're just basically saying all the things that they've been wanting to say, right? Because they were never your friend, right? Never beg for friends. Never kiss nobody ass. When a person show you who they are, believe them. People always, those type of friends is always into nonsense. They're always into drama, always bringing you into fucked up situations. Disconnect yourself from those type of friends. If you have friends who's not all about, trying to grow, who are trying to elevate, who trying to drop gems and knowledge upon you, who's trying to support you, be a shoulder for you to really lean on and cry on, and you never hear that shit spoken about. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't trying to be none of that, none of those things, then kick their ass to the curb. That's why a lot of times young men find themselves in situations where they go with their friends, they go to a party, or they go to make a deal that they shouldn't be doing in the first place, right? And then their friend, flip the gun on them, and take their cut and the cut. You know what I'm saying? And all those situations where you go out with your group of friends and they set you up for something that happened to you and you don't make it back home. Girls who like to go out of country with women, or you go to these parties with women. You be invited places and you don't make it back home because these people have set you up. You know what I'm saying? And trust and believe me, people always show the signs. They always show the signs. It's just a lot of times we give people the benefit of the doubt, right? It's important for you to listen to your discernment. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that. Listen to your intuition. Listen to that gut feeling. Don't ignore it, because it's spirit trying to tell you something. If spirit saying don't go out to that party tonight, don't go to that party. If spirit is trying to tell you to disconnect from this friend or this homeboy, disconnect. Because everybody is not your friend. You have open enemies. You have enemies right under your nose. Enemies right close to you, waiting for the right time to strike their venom upon you. So you need to keep your distance from people that have evil, wicked souls. And the more tapped in you become, and the more, spiritual you become, just the more closer to the divine that you become, and you build that relationship. Let me tell you something. It's like you're going to be able to look at people and just see their soul on them. It's crazy because sometimes I be out and I just look at a person and it's like I can just see their soul. I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was out, I went to the store. Man, I didn't even get out right. I said, I kid you not. I went to the store and I saw this man, and it's like I could just look at him and I could tell like his soul was just, it's like his spirit was just filthy. It's just fucking nasty. I was like, that motherfucker. I'm saying to myself, that motherfucker a murderer. That motherfucker a killer. That's what I'm saying to myself. Like, that motherfucker a murderer. That motherfucker I ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I could just see, like, like, you ain't even got to have a conversation with nobody. You ain't got to hold not one conversation. You could just look at them and tell, like, oh, don't fuck with them. Oh, don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just see it, like, they ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to that, because that can really save you. Really save you. Really pay attention. You know what I'm saying? At all times. Pay attention to the small shit. Pay attention to detail. And then when you and your friends fall out, you go back to all those details, right? Those small details that you didn't pay attention. I remember that time when that bitch left me out of town, left me with no ride. You know what I'm saying? You go out of town with your friends, they leave you stranded, leave you with no ride. Or I remember that time when that bitch go told all my business to this other person. You just go back to all those little small things that you overlooked. It was always there. You just overlooked it. It's like, what about your friends? Are they gonna be around? Are they gonna let you down? Yeah. It's like TLC. What about your friends? So what about your friends? You got friends that's gonna stick around, ride or die for you in any situation, or you got friends that, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna let you down. Friends that'll come and put, if you needed food in your fridge, they'll come put some food. Here you go. Friends, if they got $20, man, I give you 10. I give you 10, bestie. I got 20, but I give you 10. I keep 10. You know what I'm saying? You got friends that's gonna really stick by you and ride by you. You know what I'm saying? And not go around talking about you like a dog. Let me tell you something. I'd rather hang around two or three bitches than hang around 20 bitches. And then when some shit go down, they gonna leave my ass high and dry. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes the realest people have the less friends. Peep game. People that hang around a bunch of mud, they all their ass be fake as fuck. That's why they have all that bullshit and drama going on. But real recognize real. A lot of times the real people don't associate. They don't conversate like that. You know what I'm saying? You may get like, hey, bye, but all that, oh, let's come to my house, let's converse, let's kick it. Nah, you ain't kicking it with anybody. You may have like 2 to 3 solid friends or some shit that you really kick it with, that you really vibe with, because you're a real one. You know what I'm saying? You don't hang around you don't be in the mix like that. You don't go out of town with everybody. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've had my share of fake ass friends, but I ain't never really did friends. Like, I ain't never really did female homegirls like that anyway. Like, I've always been, like, to be honest with you, when I was growing up, I always been more of a homeboy type female anyway. Like I had homeboys. I ain't never really had, female friends like that. Like, I had like a few, maybe 2 to 3 female friends that I really like was close with like that. Other than that, I don't hang with bitches like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always some catty shit. It's always some catty. It's always some catty. It's always, they acting like they fuck with you, but they really don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you is always that, slick undercover shit. It's always, they really envying you. You know what I'm saying? They don't really fuck with you like that for real. So I never been that type of person anyway. And you know how I go. You know how I go when you one of them girls, like, you hang with the boys. You know how that go. Everybody think you fucking all the boys. Everybody think you you know what I'm saying, you smashing all the boys, because you vibe with the boys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But nowadays it's not even like that anymore. Nowadays we live in a time where men are becoming worse than women. Men running their mouth, men acting more like bitches than the bitches is. Talking and running their mouth, you know what I'm saying? They want to be bitches now, putting their hands on bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different now. It's a different type of generation, a different type of breed that's out now. You know what I'm saying? Men just doing stuff to women. So it's definitely different in this day and time. But yeah, back then I used to hang with homeboys like that. You know, I used to hang with homeboys. I ain't never hang with, girls. I never really fuck with women like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pay attention and use your discernment. You know what I'm saying? I could have had opportunities to hang with girls like that. I just didn't. Like I used to be on the basketball team. I used to play basketball. You know, I used to run track, all that type shit. And it's like, people want to conversate with you, converse, kick it. I always been like really to myself in my shell. When I went out to the club, when I used to go out places, I used to I used to be in the club every weekend, bitch. I swear, I knew, to the point I knew everybody that came on a regular, like, that bitch, they always be here just like me, bitch. But even when I went out, I never went out with homegirls like that. Like, when I went out, I used to go out with family. Like, it used to be my sisters, I used to go out with my cousins, my male cousins, my male cousins, my female cousins, my sisters. We used to always go. I used to always, even my uncle went out with us one time. My uncle went out. But yeah, like, we were hanging out, and my uncle, like, of course, he way older than us, of course, because that's my uncle, of course, right? So he like a grown as fucking. We like young as fuck. My uncle hanging out with us and shit. He one of them uncles that want to be young. Like, he want to be young like us. He want to be young like us so bad. You ain't young no more. You old. But yeah, but yeah, I've always, anytime I went out, I've always went out with, with family. I've never been out with homegirls. I just never been that tight. And then, like, when I went out to, and then when I did go out to a concert one time, I went with my sisters, and I went with my cousin and a homegirl of mine. But she was a homegirl, like, her mom and my mom was best friends. So we technically, like, literally grew up together. We used to be at their house all the time. Like, we was very close. Me and her was like real. She moved to Atlanta now, but me and her was real close, and we used to, like, it's a lot of things that I know how to do that people don't know I know how to do, like, that I can do. Some things that I have not shared, but some things that we're talented in. Me and her both know how to do the same thing. We used to sit and do that together. But I'm not gonna speak on that right now. But I don't want everybody to know everything I know how to do. But yeah, we used to be like, that's my bestie, but she moved away now. But me and her went out one time, and I remember we went to, we used to hang out. Yeah, we went to the little Strappy concert. That when You Ahead was, I think that's when that song Strappy had, that You Ahead Buster song. And we went out, and it's like somebody in the crowd, they was sneaking, pulling my hair, and like, she was ready to be on go, like who this is, like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, she ready to be on go, like. Like, I could trust her. I know she didn't play no games. Like, she ain't gonna play by me, period. So it's like, I'm very cautious. Like, I don't go anywhere with anybody. I just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I've been invited places, I just don't go. I had a group of girls that I was cool with that they wanted to go to Puerto Rico together. Let's go to take a flight to Puerto Rico. I didn't trust them like that to go to all the way to Puerto Rico with y'all. Nah, on a girls trip. Nah, I'm not. If it was my family or something, yeah, but y'all, nah, I'm not doing that. Not with y'all. I got invited to a party at a hotel. Oh, we'll come pick you up. The limousine, whatever, come get you. The car ride, whatever. I ain't go. I appreciate it, but nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not staying nowhere with a bunch of bitches I don't know like that. I'm sorry, I just can't. Use your discernment. Stop hanging around with everybody, because everybody ain't for you. People be trying to set you up. People be envious of you. People be jealous of you. People be hating on you. And sometimes people envy goes Sometimes people envy goes so deep, they jealousy goes so deep, and they hate goes so deep, to the point they wanting you killed. People want you off the face of the earth because they hate you that much. So you need to really be discerning here. And let's be clear. Everything don't have to do with money. Everything don't have to do with status. You ain't got to be the richest person in the world. You ain't got to be, the person who's the most popular in the world. People can simply not like you because how beautiful you are. People can simply not like you because you always dress. You can dress your ass off. You having some badass fits. People cannot like you because of the way people love you. People cannot like you because of your relationship, because you got a good man or a good woman, you're in a good marriage, or you're in a good relationship. People cannot like you for many reasons. So they want to cause havoc. They want to wreak havoc and disturbances in every part of your life. People could not like you because you're so independent and you're well off and you don't need nobody for nothing. And it make them mad the fact that they can't see you. They want to see you begging. They want to see you homeless. They want to see you hungry. They want to see you starving. You have people like this in this world. And don't forget too, just because somebody have a higher status than you, or just because somebody have more than you, don't think they can't hate either, because them be the worst ones too. You know what I'm saying? You'll have people that have more than you, and you'll have somebody, they could be rich as fuck and be hating on the poor motherfucker. Straight up, I kid you not, bitch. They'll be doing it. I'm telling you, they'll do it. Be hating on the poor motherfucker. They got more than that, and got more than that poor motherfucker. But that poor motherfucker may have a better body than them. That poor motherfucker may be more built than them. That poor motherfucker may have a lot of people that love. It could be their personality, have a real loving personality. People really genuinely love them. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got some people in the world too, they want to be the only people winning. They want to be the only people with nice cars, with a nice lifestyle, with something. They want to be the only person that feels like they're the only person where they're supposed to have something, and it just does not work that way. You know what I'm saying? It just don't work that way. God have a path and a blessing for us all. What determines if we get what God has for us is how we treat people, how we're living our life in the world. If you always doing fucked up shit and always fucking people over, then you can expect what you gonna get. You gonna get bad karma. You're not gonna get those blessings that God gave you. No, God like, okay, I was gonna give you this, but since you like this, you doing this to my people, and you gonna get this right here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You have free will in this world. You can choose to do the right thing, or you can choose to do the wrong thing. But if you choose to do the wrong thing, understand there's going to be consequences that you may not like when you're doing the wrong thing to people. And that's just what it is. So, be careful of the type of friends you have, the friends you hang around, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful of your energy, because people are not really your friends when you think they're your friends. And that's just what it is. Bye, y'all.